Hey everybody, it's Alex here from No Skill Required. I've got a little video here in the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beta. I'm just going to give sort of my first impressions on it. You're going to see some gameplay from me and my brothers are playing with me, so that's that. But I'm just going to sort of give my first impressions. I'm going to start with the things I like about it. The main thing that I like about it mostly is the movement system. It's like Black Ops 3 really, which I know everybody wants a boots on the ground shooter for Call of Duty, whatever. But I'm okay with the future stuff for right now. I mean, the games are good in my opinion. I liked Advanced Warfare. I liked Black Ops 3. I thought they were good. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. So I like the advanced movement. It speeds up God, what am I talking about? Just like speeds up gameplay in general. People move a lot faster. You kill a lot faster. Things like that. I like the map design. They changed it a lot from Ghost because this is an Infinity War game. Ghost, the map design was just so bleak. It was just gross. All of it was so gross. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite thing about Ghost. I didn't play Ghost because the maps were awesome. I played Ghost because I was and am a Call of Duty fanboy, so that's why I played it. Things I like are the rigs as well. It's kind of bringing back specialists from Black Ops 3 pretty much. They're a little more complicated than that. We'll get to that and the things I don't like about it as well. But in general, you just get, over time, over your kills, you get upgrades to your general, like, bar. It all leads up to a huge, like, reward. You can get, the one I'm using right now is, like, it adds to your score streak faster or something like that. There's one, you get weapons and stuff like that. It's a lot like Specialists from Black Ops 3. You just get little advantages for a limited amount of time. I think the weapon design's pretty cool. A lot of the weapons look cool. We'll talk more about the weapons and the things I don't like as well. And the last thing I really like from like my first hour of playing the game is, as you can see on the screen for a little bit there up in the corner, they give you like little missions before every gameplay, or every game I mean. So that's kind of cool. They give you little like things to kind of aim for, and you have I don't know, it gives you sort of a reason to play. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on to things I don't like. The list is a little bit shorter, but I don't know, they're kind of big things. So the main thing I don't like is the guns. I don't know, I'll unlock more eventually, but from what I started with, there's not a gun that I can like rock with really. There's not one that I picked out and was like, man, that's just a good gun. But I mean, they are starter weapons. It's also a beta. I'm sure things are a little out of whack when it comes to weapon balance. I'm sure, I mean, it'll still be out of whack when the game comes out. So I'm not too worried about the weapons. It's just sort of a concern because I don't know, I kind of remember the same thing about Ghost, where there were good weapons, but there's not one that's like, oh, that's the best weapon. Like Black Ops 2, you had the AN-94. It's like, oh, that's the assault rifle you use. You had like the PDW, that was the SMG used. Black Ops 3, it's like, oh, the name of the gun escapes me, but I mean, there are weapons that you can really just rock with. I keep saying that like an idiot, but I don't know. There's nothing unique about the weapons I've used so far. I think they did the energy weapons pretty well. It's definitely better than Advanced Warfare, and better than, like, the EM1 in Advanced Warfare is pretty cool. It's just, I don't know, they didn't do a great job of it. They just do a really good job with the weapons of this. They make them just like real weapons. They just kind of change the way bullets work and look. But yeah, that's my rant about the guns. I don't know, there's none that are like super unique that's like, oh, I gotta use that. There's the Type 2, which is pretty cool. It's an assault rifle you can split into Kimbo SMGs, but I mean, other than that, there's nothing that I'm like, oh, you gotta play with this thing. Another thing I don't like is the rigs. At the same time, I like them, I think they're cool. They're a little convoluted. You pick a trait and something else, and it makes up your rig. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's a lot more in depth for a Call of Duty game really, and I don't see what makes this necessary in the multiplayer. I think Specialists in general were pretty well set. And, I mean, that was pushing it originally in Black Ops 3. It's like, oh, you have these like characters you play. It was just weird. Then another thing I don't like is the head glitching spots. Head glitching, you can see and shoot at your enemy, but all they can see is the top of your head. I think there's a lot of those. And then my last kind of complaint is the time to kill is really fast. It reminds me a lot of Ghosts. So yeah, but that's really all I have to think about the game at this point. I think it's pretty good, and I mean, I don't know. We'll see about it. We'll see with more beta gameplays and when the game comes out. I think it should be okay. But in general, I mean, I don't know. I have my problems with it, but I had an enjoyable time. Again, the time to kill I kind of want to go into a little bit more is really, really fast. It reminds me of Ghosts, because Ghosts, well, and it's Infinity Ward, so I'm not surprised time to kill is fast. But it reminds me of Ghosts because Ghosts you could get just shredded immediately, and you just die out of nowhere. But then it's like when you're trying to kill somebody, it seems like it takes 9 years. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll fix itself, or I'll just kind of get better at the game. I could just be awful at the game, and that's how it is. But yeah, that's sort of my first impressions on Infinite Warfare right now. I was having fun with it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was kind of unique. It was, I don't know, it's a different sort of Call of Duty, but it's the same at the same time, which is what you really aim for with every Call of Duty every year. So yeah, if you liked the video, if you like my opinion, if you disagree with me on things, if you have your own opinion, like, comment, share the video, subscribe, all of that stuff. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate you. See you next time.